This video is intended for audiences who are 13 and over. If you are not 13 and over, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Alright, Tariq, so originally I was gonna save this all for the end of this week's episode, right? But in between last week's recording and that news that I was gonna drop at the end of this week's recording, hey, Bandai, Toei decided to release all the unused forms so far from the show on the app. Yeah,
Wait, what?
So it's like all the forms we've seen so far that don't have a writer suit.
So like the wild and standard forms?
No, just the writer form.
That's fine.
Look, we're not getting to the wild forms. Right? We're at this point in this channel, we're not dealing with the wild forms. We only care about the writer forms, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you want to.
Also, wait, just for Gotchard specifically, or the other writers as well?
All Gotchard's unused new form that's been revealed, right? So I don't know if you want to start off with we watch the form and we rate the forms. Whatever. We're the only podcast that watches the form and rate the forms.
Okay, hold on. Right? I gotta go find the ones that I haven't seen yet. Let's see.
It's all posted on the wiki by now, right? All this.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going.
Yeah, so I don't know if you want to start with the rate the forms, or you want to save that towards the end, or you want to listen to the news I was gonna originally save for the end of last week at the start of this. Give me
the news that you were going to say first, and then I'll and then we'll. Fuck! Oh God!
Hey, look, I'll just say it, but hey, look. So the news was that there's some rumors going around, right? Hey, look, I'm just gonna say, probably like the next month or so. Hey, I'm just gonna say a new legend. It's gonna happen in Gotchard, right?
Cool.
And
like a month.
Legend that some would say, a new legend. Some people would say will be glorious for all, right? Hey, Gary might like everything as gold, but hey, he's gonna super love the idea of gold next month, right? There's gonna be so much gold, he cannot handle it on his stupid little Rubik's Cube that he carries around and act like, I solved it, and we all know that. I don't think I don't think you actually.
Yeah, this is the Rubik's Cube that you give to colorblind people to be like, "Ooh, it's a joke."
Yeah, right. Yeah, so right. Yeah, right. Yeah, but hey, right. Yeah, right. Yeah. So so I'm just saying, hey, probably like the next month or so. Hey, a new legend will happen. Right. One that I think that will tell 100 story between us.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right. Look. We might need to watch our Baxis. Right. Right. And
Jesus Christ.
Right, and look at our watch, as we ride down into the next month, about what's gonna happen,
as time goes on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, hey, look, if by the preview you think by this point we have too many riders, right? I'm just gonna say for the next month you're gonna win.
Man, that's the thing that got me the most upset about this the preview for next episode, because we already know they've been teasing a certain rider, a certain the man, the myth, the legend to show up, and then they went No, we're gonna introduce another new Kamen Rider.
Yeah,
what?
I'm really mad about what's happening. Man, remember back, I think Toei realized how wrong they were when they said that, we're gonna tone down the amount of Rider this season.
They really seem to have gotten. Wait, wait a minute. I'm just realizing that there's. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at these forms. There's something weird going on that I don't like, because
we're starting from Ketsu Orochi, right? That's I think that.
Onicopter is also one.
Well, have we not seen Onicopter yet?
No, Onicopter, because it's Daioni and it's Daioni and Gekiocopter. No, because this also just came out, because this is from. Oh God. Okay, Yamato no Orochi would be with Ketsu. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna say.
We'll deal that at the end of this. But
Onicopter is fine, except for the propeller on the back. That's it's weird. It's stop trying to do propellers. We gotta stop doing propeller forms.
We'll save the rate for the end. But yeah, back to what I was saying. But yeah, right. I have this. Hey, next month. Hey, look. It's gonna be great. Right. And hey, you know what the best part? And we're only at the beginning of the month. Right.
Yeah.
Right, man. Right. The fact that we're gonna get two writers in a month. I mean, back to back. I mean, I guess technically he doesn't really count because he was already revealed all the way back in November, But
he just keeps being not included. He just keeps being not showing up, even though they've made a active point to tease him as coming in.
Yeah, right. But yeah. Hey, hey, look, next month is gonna be weird. But hey, you know what? But it wasn't weird. That Minato looks the same as he did 10 years ago, right?
Yeah, we did not have the budget. We might be able to make new Kamen Rider forms, but we can't hire an actor to play young Minato.
Look, Asian people don't age until they hit their 60s, right? So I guess that makes sense. Speaking of
people not aging, fucking goddamn Rene's dad is back and he looks exactly the same as he did when he left to go get cigarettes and never came back.
Hey, but he was stuck in like the space-time dimension, right? Maybe the laws of time of relative is different, right? Right? Maybe like 10 years in our world, right? It's only
they really do not explain it as much as they should have. Why? Because we know from the beginning of the show, right? He gets his ass kicked by the Abyssal sisters, right, and has to dip away for a second. He gives
he gives Hoto, hey Hoto, take this belt. Don't let them take it. This is the treasure. Yeah. This will lead you. Will lead you to right. Mm-hmm.
But he just comes back. He's like, it's too much for me to explain. No. You've been gone for.
Hey, look, Hotaro's mom is still out grocery shopping. I think we could kill some time, right? She's not back yet to ask questions about, hey, who are all these people inside my shop, right? I think she was 5 when it was only Renge and Spawner, and Rene, but now all of a sudden Kyoka, Spawner, and now Fugo is here, right? It's like, there's a lot more people now, right?
Yeah, we are just occupying this small kitchen.
He said he was only going to bring over, like, a couple of his school friends.
And now he's brought 2 of
you are adults, and what if you look like you graduated high school 6 years ago, right?
Yeah. 2 of them are adults, actually, because Kyoka as well.
Oh. Yeah, right? Hey, Tariq, it's Kamen Rider Gotchard, episode 25, a young teacher's mistake. Hey, this show is getting to the point where I don't like the rules and laws established in this universe, because this place at this point, the Alchemy Society is really badly managed. I don't understand how.
I mean, especially because
crazy.
We learned that Darien
school massacre, right? And they did nothing about it.
Well, when you can rewrite people's memories as much as you want, there's really no consequences to anything.
Right now, like, man, after watching this week, like, the way that it made it seem like he did, like, there was like a one-time thing, like a part of the school where he can something happened here. It was Kuga, it was Fudo, right? He did it, not me. But this one, I was like, but wait, this is pretty big. The entire school got attacked.
Yeah,
and everyone's supposed to be like, yeah, it was him, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy how the Academy Society in this world works, right? It's so incompetent and badly managed.
It's also just like... Especially because they tried to establish that there were, like... Do you think that the reason why they had the investigators in... that showed up, like 15 episodes ago or whatever... You think the reason why they had them is because they didn't have them before, but now they have to have them to try and prevent what happened like that from happening again? Even so, they're doing a bad job at it, but, like, that's the only thing that makes sense at this point, is that they just didn't have the infrastructure for it, and they're only just now going, maybe we should have an HR department.
Right? It was gonna happen again. They're like, man, ever think about the incident 10 years ago, right? It took them this long to finally to finally get Inspector, right? Do you think people were starting to see through the cracks, right? They're like
but the problem, again, also,
this story
is...
doesn't really hold up, you know, right?
The problem is that that this whole thing winds up being like, you know, we've gone 10 years since our last tragic incident, but it just keeps, if you keep wiping people's minds of every other incident, then you'll never have an actual incident recorded because no one remembers. It's just an insane fucking thing of like this. Of course, this is like late stage capitalism where it's just like, yeah, this society might implode on itself. We may have set this up on a pillar of lies, and it might not be able to hold true. But hey, at least only some certain people will wind up being crushed, like fucking Spawner's parents and this one kid, quote, the underclassman for Minato, but I can't tell if he's supposed to be an adult or a child, because with the fact that the other two characters are Kyoka and Minato as they are, means I don't know if this is an adult man or supposed to be a kid that's just really excited about stuff. It's a whole thing, and I do not know what the fuck they're trying to do with that. I'm just figuring it out like everybody else, and we're not by ourselves, and Austin's gone, and there's only so much I can do to keep babbling on by myself. The loneliness gets in, and it starts. I'm only hearing myself talk, and it feels insane. I don't know how people do streaming. They truly must be psychopaths. This is just so unreal and weird, and I'm here, and I'm talking, I'm watching the people get attacked by a tree monster. That's not good. And then all the chemies happen, and the world is on fire, and there's the Abyssalus sisters show up, and everybody gets assaulted, and a tree man attacks everybody, and Suzuya Daiki or whatever is there, and he's trying to not die. And there's some stuff happening, and the world's still going. He's actually fighting with actual alchemy instead of just cards, because remember, this is an alchemy association, which sure, I guess.
Man, it's just really crazy how how everything is just being there's no narrative device, right? Like, so hey, are we using alchemy or are we using cards, right? It feels like everyone's just using both sides. Of man, can we just pick one? You know, right? Yeah. Right? Because I feel like we're I feel like everyone's supposed to be doing really basic alchemy, you know, hey, yeah, we can hey, look, we could bend the metal, you know, but then we come to man, hey, we really need to flashbang someone, so let's get that Kevin card that's just like a seizure, that's like a seizure bulb, you know, go around.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help that even with when Ichinose transmutes Steamliner into Tenliner at the beginning, it's with the belt. It's not like we're going to teach you how to do actual alchemy. We're just going to do it through Kamen Rider logic rather than alchemy logic.
Mm-hmm. Right, like the world building that they're trying to develop in the show is really badly managed or not explained enough. I'm man, it's is there even a point to this alchemy stuff, you know, right?
Yeah.
Right, man, hey, look, are we? Hey, look, it took us let's see, hold on. When did Garyon took over the school? What? He took over the school 20?
15? No. Actually, I guess it might have been, because he would have been before. It would have been after we got Dread introduced, but before it switched to Minato.
It was before Spawn became a writer, So yeah, so like, I finally took these scares like, yeah, I was like, hey, after 5, I was like, hey, we should probably reclaim the school now, right? Hey, right? Fuko was like, what? Well, you guys lost access to the school? Uh-oh. Oh, I hope no one found my secret cabinets. I kept some stuff. That's why I didn't come back to help you. I came back to retrieve my stuff. Right?
Yeah.
That I left in the school. You guys say you don't have access to the school? Oh boy, man! I hope no one finds it. It's really bad stuff. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah. Look, we take time to explain. Ichido say getting 10-liner, right? But who was like, I don't have time to explain. But hey, you guys want to learn about Minato? Yeah, we'll find out what his deal is.
Hey,
right?
Before I tell you the thing about how we can there's a back door to the Death Star. I need to tell you about all of his personal backstory. Which, I mean, okay, I guess. I don't really see, like, it's more of like, hey, you're probably wondering how Garyon got here. And it's like,
also,
I mean, sure, but like...
being involved back then is also really weird and funny, right? Because this sounds like, all of a sudden, is this like a Sunny situation? Everyone is actually related to one another, and we're not just picking 3 random people, and they happen to...
apparently we were all friends together back then.
It's always been a thing. Hey, Kyoka and Minato, they knew each other for a long time, right? Yeah, I was like, oh, man. I just thought she was like a separate, like, school entity from the other department, right? Because that's what they made it seem like, right? But no, she has always been there. She was there for us since the beginning, Where I was like, oh, okay, sure, right? But yeah, we learned Minato's backstory.
Yeah, and it's, honestly, there's actually nothing really... The problem with this is, it just... We've already been told this, like, the net results of this, of like, oh, Garyon betrayed the academy, fucking attacked Fuga, did some shit with the memories, blah, blah.
Does not actually come back, in any form.
Who, Daiki?
And that he only stays in fucking flashbacks, right? I'll be real mad that if he comes back, if he becomes relevant, I was like, boy, right, I was like, oh man, it's like when Kakashi mentions Obito in the background. I was like, oh man, that guy you hang out with back then, Kakashi, what a guy,
I mean, I don't know. If I got Rubik's to death, I think I'd be dead. I thought he was going to squish him against the ceiling with his magic Rubik's cube.
I thought he was going to deform and break his body. Right, I thought that's what he was doing. Right, like, he was gonna crush his bones.
No, he just played around with his Rubik's cube and flipped them around some squares and then launched them into a wall. And I gotta be honest, it was pretty funny. I have gone back to the clip of him sliding down, and then he slides the middle row down and the bottom.
Stands there, right? As he's doing
and just slides them around, and it's just
man, should no one do something about this guy with a Rubik's cube? And he's talking about he's gonna kill all of us? We're just standing here?
And then he fucks with their brains so much that he makes them all, everybody except for Minato, kill each other. I think that's... Also, Minato does not try to stop the ongoing violence behind him. He's just so upset about Daiki dying that he just doesn't know what to do.
He doesn't care about these other kids. None of these kids are relevant, None of his other schoolmates are relevant, right? He doesn't hang out with them. I bet he doesn't even know all these other people's names, That's how they're so irrelevant to the point where none of these other student has been ever mentioned, or the fact that there was a massacre at the school.
Maybe this is why there's so few... This is why there's so few, like, oversight and, like, other members of the Alchemy Association. Garyon just got them all killed.
I mean, we saw there was a big school, right? There was like a whole bunch of people in the courtyard before the scene, right? When the Malga was just running around, right?
Yeah, but the alchemist mortality rate is just out of control.
Apparently, it's a dangerous business, right? It's a dangerous profession to get into, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, Mito kills him. He's like, all right, I'm leaving. Bye. All right, that was fun. I just love how he just fucking leaves, Yeah,
Garyon just gets the fuck out. And then also it's weird that fucking Kyoka knows the... So, Kyoka knows the full context of this. but showed up after the fact, and Minato only knows it because his memories weren't erased, but it's very much one of those things of how do you know the parts that you weren't there for? Like, it's just... This entire
sequence makes... Right, who has explained it? Like, is this Fuga explaining the backstory, or is this Garyon explaining the backstory to Minato? Which, if you think about it, has no reason for him to explain the backstory to Minato, because Minato already lives through all this, right? It's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this pirate back actually makes no sense, because there's so much missing hole, right? Because Fugo's explaining this, right? And I don't think he was there watching his student get killed while he was off, I don't know, hiding the Rider belt system, wherever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
Like, even think, like, this entire flashback sequence makes no sense for Fugo to tell, right? It would be easy if he's like, hey, by the way, here's the VHS of the security tape, right? Hey, for some reason, they didn't use the Kosaka Kemi to magically erase the evidence of the security tape, Yeah. Yeah, but hey, look, lactose, outside anthrax, right?
What?
She finds the door,
Atropos. Right? Atropos. Yes, the small child that I don't like her being so close to this man, this fully grown man.
Look.
I feel concerned every time I see her walk around.
It's in the school, Look, it turns out that the alchemy account was built on an ancient burial ground, I guess.
Look, there are doors. There could be doors. They could be talking about any kind of door, okay? Front door, side door, back door. Maybe it's the door of darkness. I don't know.
Man, look. Man, I feel like we are definitely not going to see this door until, like, the last few episodes, aren't we? Like, right?
Yeah, no.
We can bring up this door. This door we have not seen, like, any visual indicator of the door, like, any visual reference. They just keep talking about a door. At least like in Zexo, right? They show us the door, like, the first episode, and then they ignore the next 50 episode until it became relevant again. But at least we knew that a door physically existed, and they're just saying words, like
there's just a door is somewhere on this school premises, somewhere,
right? Like, for
potentially,
the audience,
allegedly.
This door absolutely means nothing to all of us. Like Ichiro himself doesn't even understand I don't think he is even aware of the door of darkness. Now that I think about it, right? Like, he should not know, right? I don't think anyone has sat down to explain.
I feel like the sisters might have said it around them, so maybe.
But he's like, what the fuck are they talking about? Door of darkness? I thought it was catching Kemmys, right? I thought that was the point of this week's escapade against them. Was to catch the stupid Triceratops Kemmys or whatever the fuck, right? Like, I don't know. I didn't hear anything about a door of darkness, right?
Yeah.
I am accessing endgame stuff too early in the game, right?
Yeah.
I should not be here at the. This is information that's not going to be relevant for like another 30 episodes,
Yeah, you keep trying to lead. There's a difference between foreshadowing and bringing something up too early and then forgetting about it.
Mm-hmm. Right, but yeah, look, they learned why Minato's a sad boy, and
he witnessed a murder and mutual massacre, I guess. Great, cool. Anyway, time to go. Anyway, now that I've given you all that completely, I guess it's all this context for why your teacher's the way he is. This is why he's being a bad guy right now. I would like to go send you children off to go fight and break down the. I'm not going to. Oh no! I'm just gonna give you the key. I'm not going there. Fuck that. You kids go fucking do it. Do you see a Kamen Rider belt? Do you see a Rider belt on me? Do I have a Gotchard driver? No.
Hey, look,
and there's no way I would get one.
Look, hey, why should I send myself to war when I can send the children to war?
Hey, it works in Gundam, so it'll work in Kamen Rider.
Mm-hmm. Right, but everyone is still getting their ass beat, right, during this entire sequence, right? But Hoto magically recovers after that. Hey, this is forbidden alchemy. I don't know.
Yeah, it's forbidden ancient. It's both ancient alchemy and a forbidden technique. So it's, I guess, but like, I feel like that's you gotta.
You can pick one or the other.
Are all things that are old? Isn't all alchemy ancient? What's more ancient? Also, I don't know that it's that ancient if it's got a technological fucking weapon of mass destruction belt from, like, on him.
Oh, man. Man, do you think it's like well, it could have been like back then, the alchemist of the Daybreak. He had like a shitty, like cardboard version of the Gotchard driver, before it was for fighting. God.
I mean,
it's like that,
the whole
like
thing,
that,
okay. That implies that the chemis are ancient, but why would they be trading cards? What?
No. They're just repurposing them to a new form, for the modern age, Right? It's like did you remember that Kamen Rider Double? I think it was a movie when they got sent into the dream world and they had to use the Geimer, but the Geimer was like made out of wood or something, right? Do you remember that?
No, wait. This is not the one where Shotaro's boss is alive.
No, fuck. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. Man,
okay.
You know about these Kai memories? This was cool, good. Oh, good. It's really the first thing that came up when I looked up wood. Holy shit.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta look.
God.
Okay. I gotta go back to
this?
double. Let me see. What the? Oh. I think so. Hold on. What was the media that it was in? What was it? I gotta hold on. Wait. Okay. It's not the A to Z. It's not the Skull one.
I think this might be like an actual might be like a V cinema. I think.
I'm looking at the specials. The Hard-Boiled Delusion Memory or Delusion Diary. Oh boy, there's one that's called Queen Elizabeth. That's about. No, that's not it. But there's one that's there's a Kamen Rider Double Queen and Elizabeth's White Hearts, and boy, that's something that doesn't age well.
Yeah. Because there was like two. Whatever, there was like two high school girls that were in the show named Queen and Elizabeth, right? Right, there were two side characters that did nothing to the plot. If I remember correctly, they were just. But the only reason they were in the show was to boost rating because they were played by AKB48 girls, and that was it. If I remember correctly. Hey, don't ask me how I remember that information about them. That's not relevant to the topic at hand. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying that that's some behind the scenes stuff, right?
Yeah.
And they actually released a single for the show because they had those two idol girls as cast members, right? Yeah. But anyway, hey, so you know how last week we were complaining about how the fucking the Iron Gotchard form looks so fucking stupid, right? Oh no, it has regular hands. It can actually just get regular hands.
It just gives him rocket fists. But again, I don't. It's not. Why? Like, why make a? I mean, it's like, we just refuse to learn, right? Whether it's the Revites with the Forze form, or if it's fucking 01 with the Punching Kong or whatever shit. We just stop making giant fist forms. We don't need them. They're not. Yeah. It's not Boxing Day.
Iron Gotchard looks so good when it just has regular hands.
And it might look really good at a certain point later on when it's just has regular hands.
Mm-hmm. Right, but the giant just makes it are so comedically large and unnecessary. It ruins the entire form aesthetic. It's like you're designing something. You're like, oh yeah, man, this design is good. But then you start over designing. You start adding like too much.
Yeah, we could have stopped. We could have stopped before we put the trains. They could have been shoulder pads instead of fucking giant trains. They could have just been
weapons he summoned. He doesn't have. He should not have those trains on by default. Right? These train things have just been weapons he summons for like his big finisher attack,
Yeah.
Like, he did not. But the trains does not have to be included. I'm fine with paying the DLC tax to get the two train.
With train add-on. Yeah.
Right, I'm like, right. It's like, man.
That's going to the.
How this form actually has regular hands, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
they actually bothered to show it, right? Like, I thought this form was just like, fuck. What was the Forza form where he had the double rocket? Was it just rocket?
I think so.
Oh, right. It's like how Forza's that form of Forza just has the giant rocket as default, right?
Yeah.
You know, right? It's like that. It's like, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, this train has regular hands.
Yeah,
hey,
it's
look,
or the suit has
look.
non-train hands, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, look, they look, they use their look, hey, look, I like how in the middle of this big fight they have the time to speak out to you. It's like, hey, you don't have to be evil, you know. We understand your backstory now,
don't,
you know.
Yeah, don't. Now that we know your tragic, stupid backstory, we're going to try one more time to get you to not be a bad guy. Which, sure, man. I mean, honestly, it just tells you that he's not, like, it's not really something that gives him sympathy, in my opinion. It's like, well, that's really dumb. If he knows he's a problem, why the fuck didn't he say something? Honestly, good riddance. I'll take him out myself.
Yeah. I just think the scene when they're like, when they have like the characters like in like the pitch black screen. And
yeah, they're all in the
so
space of sorrow. They're all reaching out to his soul, even inside the suit.
Right? Also, hey, I think how cocky Spawner has gotten all of a sudden. Look, it's only been like, I want to say like a week since he found out the truth that the last 10 years of his life has been a lie. But now, he's started acting like he's better than everyone now.
Look, he's cleaning up his record. His KD ratio is going up. Okay.
Yeah. Look. I think Spawner's like, yeah. So what if your best friend was murdered in front of you 10 years ago?
My two parents were murdered in front of me.
My two parents were, and then I was gaslit into thinking that they've been alive for 10 years. I have been writing Christmas cards.
And then they were brought back specifically to be tools to torment me and fight attack me.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been writing letters to them every year. I give them Kyoka, you know, right? Every year, please send. Please make sure my parents get these letters.
She gave him the Santa Claus is coming next year, honey. Talk.
You know, right? I feel like if any character that has, and you know, I actually agree with Spawner, right? Yeah, hey, stop being a little bitch. You know, right? Get over it. You know, right?
Yeah, hey.
Spawner, like, out of anyone in this show that has the right to complain, it's Spawner, right?
As someone who also, it also doesn't help that Minato actively partook in the said, like, not only gaslighting of Spawner, but also, like, the very recent attack that happened on his psyche, which was bringing back his dead parents. So, honestly, if I were Spawner, I would be mad too.
Yeah, right. Hey, Spawner is actually just moving up on the tier list of characters in the show. It's like, yeah, you know, when you think about it, Spawner's kind of right about everything now. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, he's been, honestly, with the exception of the fact that, he, like, lost, like, it's not like he was ever complaining about him, like, his original complaint about Hotaro was that he should have been the Kamen Rider. It was just that he said that Hotaro is weak, and he's a bad alchemist, and the fact of the matter is, that has continued to be true. That has not changed at all. The only thing that really changed was that he was a bad alchemist, and Spawner was a bad common senshi. And then, hey, now that they're both Kamen Riders, the playing field is evened out, and now Ichinose's fucking, like, flaws are glaring, like, are just staring us in the face, just super apparent.
Yeah, that's right. But I like this. I don't know if you noticed the scene where he takes out the warped tarot cards, right?
Yeah,
like he had to take it out of the fist. Out of the giant train gauntlet,
yeah,
right?
That's actually, hold on, wait, yeah, where was it?
Yeah, go to like 20,
I'm
20.
Yeah, he lets the gauntlet float, then he pulls, I guess I guess that's his deck, it's his deck box, could you imagine, oh my god, can I get a giant 10-liner that I can use as a deck box. That's just like the length of like 3 seats, and I can just like have all my decks in there. Oh, that would be awesome. And I just reach in and pull out cards. And people can never see inside of it, and I can get away with cheating. Anyway, with the power of Warp Terra, Ichinose runs 2 trains on Minato.
Yeah, and also beats up
Clotho.
Tisha? Yeah.
Clotho. Yeah, Clotho gets right? gets fucking smashed by Valvared and Majade.
Man, once again, look, they just got like 15 cards, but they immediately lost 2 of the cards, and I guess it's Spawner and Renate's card now. Like, oh hey, these are our cards. We rightfully won them, you know.
Yeah, right? we got those cards away.
Yeah. So these are ours. By a technicality, these are right, and and they just like Minato walk away, you know, right? It was like, yeah,
no reason to pursue. He can go.
Yeah, right. Hey, look. No one decides to pick up the driver. It's like it's only like 5 feet away from him. They just
we could kick it away from him. We could.
So
Valvared has a sword. He could slash at it.
Right.
Yeah.
They're all watching Minato walk away, and I have to assume that Klatos is just like crawling, right?
Yeah.
To the driver, and then
she fully exploded and just somehow got away and disappeared. Because she explodes and they get the cards, but Clotho is not there afterwards. If they try to imply that they actually just killed Clotho, that'll be so fucking funny.
Right.
Because we don't see her for the rest of the episode, right? Like, I'm going back. Oh, no, she is there. She did. Nope, she did. Okay, yep, she does come. She does limp back with the driver. She got it quickly and walked away. I don't know how she got away.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone was too distracted by Minato and him just briskly walking away, right? And they didn't see her crawl on the ground to pick up the driver and run away. I think that's real funny, right? If anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, look, Garon has a stupid driver back, you know, and then hey, look, next week, hey, look, if you thought, hey, this 8-year-old girl and makeup was too much, you know, but hey, what's gonna happen next week? Man, I can't wait to see what they're gonna do.
Weaponized children, I guess, you know. If you gotta do it, you gotta do it.
Arthropos next week and the Dread driver, right? It'll be real funny. They actually did make a little baby Dread, like a little baby Dread costume, right?
I mean, look, I think it'd be funnier if they did what they did in fucking Dawn Brothers. And she's just a CGI little cat, Dread, because they refused to make a small suit.
Wait, that would be great, but yeah. Hey, also there's another Kamen Rider that shows next week. But
yeah, oh boy, I wonder who it's gonna be.
Boy.
Hey, yeah, if I had a nickel for every dad that shows up and becomes a Kamen Rider in the last, and just in Reiwa, I'd have 1, 2, 3. Technically, Buster counts as 1. I mean, he is a dad. He's not a dad of one of the other characters. But literally, the last 3 Kamen Rider series have had one of the characters' dads become a Kamen Rider, and that's weird. I just think it's weird that we keep doing that.
Look, that's just more Kamen Riders for free to sell toys, you know? Time to sell more toys,
yeah,
you know?
the Daddy series of Kamen Riders.
Hey, there's more drivers, you know?
Oh, it's just right? Like how, except this is just him using the same driver. He's just stealing his daughter's driver.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Look, we'll save. Look, I'm pretty sure he has a name. I don't want to bother to look it up.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
Boy, I was gonna say for next week, you know, when we watch and rate it, right? But if you want to tell me the name now, I will eat it, right?
Okay, so they call it so you know how the episode title says like "Behalting Evil, the Onyx Wind," right?
Yeah.
So the full reading of the Japanese though is Akui o Habam Shikoku no Wind. So like the like it's okay. He's the Black Wind, whatever. The evil of Habam. His name is Habam because and it appears that it's supposed to be because they say Behalting. I think it's supposed to be a play on Bahamut, but it's I don't really know why it's that, like why why they went and to make it Habam and what the fuck the point of that is to be in just as a form and as a name and why name it that, but sure, fuck it.
Sure, alright, man. I did not realize how many form has been updated now that the
there's a lot. There's a lot. This could, this could basically be a video on itself.
Yeah, but hey, let's just rate the first 5 forms. So I'm just gonna quickly post all 5 of them into our group chat, and then I will just rate, and then I guess we'll do the next 5 next week or something, or whatever the fuck.
Sure, we gotta,
So I should have the wiki. I don't remember these. I'm just gonna the wiki.
Yeah. So we got Onicopter, Kesu Orochi, 9 Clover, Bam Bam Kraken, and Barrelesia.
Sure. Okay. All right. Onicopter is good, but you already said it earlier. I think
the propeller. We need to stop doing propellers. We got to stop doing propeller forms in Sentai and Tokusatsu. It never looks good. It just never looks good.
Yeah.
Kesu Orochi looks like a fucking Mega Man villain. Like it just looks like
I think the giant the six fucking legs on it is funny. I don't know why he's Doc Ock, right?
Well, because they're all the heads of. They took all of the 8-headedness of Orochi and then they made the heads erasers because it's Kesuzo, but it just makes them look like a fucking Reploid from the Mega Man Zero games, right? It just looks like a robot boss like a fucking one of the bosses that you go into, or just regular Mega Man. He looks like Snake Man.
All right, so then we've got Onicopter. So how are we feeling about Onicopter? Where are we putting him?
Onicopter, I'm putting that at a solid B. They need to learn their lesson. They need to stop putting propellers on things.
Look, if he didn't have the copters, he would probably be easy A or easy S.
Yes. If he they need to know when they've done something wrong, and they need to know where they need to improve.
Right?
I'm giving them. This is the same thing as I would have given you an A on this essay. But you didn't cite your sources, and as much as this is good, you need to learn how to do that, so I'm marking you down a grade.
Yeah.
Kesu Orochi, C.
D?
That's being kind. Nothing is being done with the bottom half.
I don't like how it's just as an empty lower.
There's nothing being done to the bottom half,
Right, they could have given like some white boots, to make him more like he has more eraser, or give him like some.
To be fair, going through the rest of these, that is a pattern that continues to happen for a lot of these other forms.
Oh boy, I don't know why Onicopter all of a sudden. I did why Onicopter has that abnormality.
There are other ones that have them. There are other ones that have stuff going on the bottom half, but a lot of these forms are just top half stuff.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird the consistency, of these rider design, right? For some reason.
So that's a C or D best. I'm fine with calling it D. Then we get 9 Clover, because we're in the Happy Clover Chemi and the 9-Tail Ride Chemi. I don't know what's going on. It doesn't look. The shoulder pads look a little bit too bulky. Like they're doing a little too much.
Pads are too much. I think the suits, the helmet's pretty cool. The arm gun, it looks pretty cool. But I think the shoulder pad makes it look real clunky, right? Clunky. Yeah. It's like fucking.
Imagining him fighting with it, just and just imagine it would be flapping all over the place.
Yeah. Oh, it has to be. There's like no way they can make. If they make this thing into the show, this thing will look so fucking stupid. I would give this. I think I would give this a D2. I'm not feeling this form, right? I'm not a fan of it.
I'll give it a C only because I think that the color choices are actually a lot better than like Kesu Orochi. I think it's got a better color palette than Kesu Orochi, so I think it's higher quality than that.
Right.
Speaking of bad of looking like just bad color choices and Jesus fucking Christ!
I don't even know what the fuck.
Bam Kraken. This is like E.
Hey,
this is E tier.
Have we had an E? Have we E a form yet in our
Let's see. Hold on.
We don't have a. I don't think
we
actually keeping this track. Obviously,
we could probably go back and try and find it, but I'm trying to see, because there's. I mean, did we go over all the old ones?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I think we got.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I don't think there's any... Honestly, I'm looking back at them. I mean, I guess the last thing that was really bad, like, really bad, was, like... What is it? Where is it? The one where...
I remember the last forms we were rating was what was the bunny
mushroom...
wait, there's a... Oh, we didn't rate this one! Holy shit, we completely skipped over this one! Okay, I guess...
What? Which one?
Yeah. Because this before we go to the theoretical tab, this is the part just clutter in with Bunny Patra. This is Tri-Catcher. This thing is fucking garbage. I hate it. I'm gonna give this an E2. This thing is so fucking bulky and dumb.
Man, they really liked the idea of giving him like heavy armored forms because like between that and what is
Lightning
it?
Jungle,
Spike
right?
So we got the first one that showed up was the what was it? It was Lightning Jungle, no, Gold Mechanicore. And then Lightning Jungle did it. And then they went, okay, cool, well, Spikle Whale would also be one, and Tri-Catcher would also be one. I was okay with Mechanicore. I don't think we should have kept going to, like, Tri-Catcher and these other ones.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, I'm going to give Tri-Catcher an E as well, you know. Right?
I would give it a D.
Really... I don't know what's going on with his foot.
I mean, yes, the feet are stupid, but he's got Mega Man guns. He's got Mega Man armor.
Is that it? He does have giant blasters, so sure, okay. But yeah, I think Bamboo Kraken is easy E. I don't understand what is going on, right? It's not like the bamboos are also, once again, going back to Mega Man. These are like bamboo blasters that are his fist.
Nope.
He just have like, I don't understand how he's holding his arms.
This is something where... This really is like right? They just took a bunch of like the Chemi cards and went these two together, that'll work. And it's like
I don't know if you scroll up to the form, but hey look, they gave him hey look, he's Nezuko, look, it's just like
wait, which one?
Slayer, you know?
Wait, what?
For
which
Bamboo
one?
Kraken? For Bamboo Kraken? I don't know if you looked at that.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, he's biting on the fucking bamboo, yeah.
Yeah. No, but hey, look, that's what the kids love. They love Nezuko, right? Yeah.
Oh man, have you seen what the Chemi looks like for Bam Bam Boo? Hold on, I'm gonna.
No, I have not.
Hold on, I gotta. Here.
Have we seen this Chemi within the show?
No, I do not think so. Look at this fucking guy. Look at this little guy. He's got a gun.
This guy is he's so fucking cool. What the fuck? He has a little.
He's got a gun. Horse. He's got a little horse. Yeah, he's got a little bamboo wooden horse.
Wait,
he's got a stovepipe hat. Yeah, it's like if Abraham Lincoln was made out of wood and fucks.
How is this horse so cool? How is this little Chemi guy so cool? But
I'm gonna tell my kids that this is Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
This is fucking great. Oh my god. Okay, but yeah, Bamboo Kraken is still E though. Yeah, still E. Yeah. All right. Last one for this week. I don't know, because I didn't realize there's so much fucking forms that are.
Oh my god. Oh god. This is so. It's also. I just want to point out. I don't think we've. Yeah, we have not. There's the next form after this though. We have not seen. So again, these are like theoretical forms and not everything.
Yeah, these are forms that exist in like the Gotchard like app, right? That they released for kids to track down their Chemi card collection, you know, right?
Yeah.
They realized,
I just want to point out that the next form that we would review involves a Chemi that is truly fucking cursed. I'm just gonna put the artwork in here. That is a cursed. That is cursed. Burn it. Burn it away. Destroy it.
No, this is a yokai, right? It's the
not the tongue part. Not the tongue part. Not the tongue part. The tongue part is its own thing. That's their own decision. They made that choice. That's not how that thing normally looks.
All right, who the fuck is this? What?
Barosol. Yeah.
Baros-
it's based on the Kasa Obake, but it's not. That's not. Kasa Obake does not have. I do not believe it has.
Trying to do. Right, what the fuck is this other? Oh, is this the
we'll go over.
okay.
We'll go over it next time. But boy, it's pretty fucked.
All right, no, this is the last one. Yeah, so this is the last one. This is the last one for tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is 6th form. All right. So let's quickly rate and review Barrel Glass.
Fine. D. B. E. No, E. E. It goes down to E. I don't like the fact. Once I realized that those are tongues coming out of the shields.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
I am actually zooming in on the detail. There are 5 sets of tongue all over this.
I do not like any of it. I do not like any of it. I don't like any of it.
We need to report this. I think we need to report this form to the authorities.
What does it even do? What does it even do? I don't know.
Okay, look, I look. Man, they don't even have any rider stats or any ability parameters for this thing. They just this is a hyper.
Yeah, I mean that's how a lot of them are.
Man, but boy, I already looked at next week's form. Holy shit, next week's form is so fucking cool. For us to rate review. Kaiser, that shit fucks. Holy shit.
Yeah. There's some shit. There's some shit here that fucks. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think that's this week's episode. Look, I think we got everything we need. You want anything else you want to say before we end this?
No. Fuck this. God damn it.
All right. That's this week's episode. Okay. Thanks. Bye. Tariq, so as you know, I don't talk about my work life on this channel in these recordings. I don't feel it's relevant. It doesn't add much to the conversation.
To be fair, it's not real. Yeah. It's not real.
Yeah, and stuff like that, right? So hey, this is about another work life. So I talk about the other one. So I'll talk about the other one this week. So this is somewhat connected to the story that I told you, Kevin, Aaron.
This is back at K-Pot.
No. This is the one at Dream. Remember, this is when my boss said I was a good, hardworking worker. Yeah, that one. Yeah. So I'm gonna avoid a lot of details and wording to not let people know what I actually do. So within my company, I'm like the only guy that's there, within this department. Right, I'm just gonna text all this stuff to make you so that you don't get lost, right? Right? Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I'm the only one that's there with the credential to do my field work, right?
Yeah.
So recently, my company's just started hiring a bunch of new people because it's the new season, right? So new people coming in and go, right?
Yeah.
Right. So for some reason, my work they decide like, hey, your name card, your ID card, you can leave at work, and then you just pick up when you clock in, right? And I'm like. I don't like that. I was like, I feel like this is a lot. I think I'll just take it home. It's only like it's a plastic card already in a card holder. It's already on a lanyard, and it's not a big deal for me, right? I'll just carry this home.
Yeah,
right.
It's just a name tag. Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's like it's not worth the effort. I was like, well, I'm saving like half a microsecond to put it in the slot, right? And the thing is, these slots, these aren't designated slots. You just put in whatever slot you want, right? And that means, because that means every time you come, you have to remember, man, which slot do I leave it in again? Right? And that's just cause more problems for you. You're right.
Yeah.
Right, so it's like this happened like a few weeks ago, a few weeks ago. I was clocking in. I was looking at the walls of ID cards, right? And for some reason, it's only the person's name, right? There's no like picture, there's no face ID, right?
Yeah.
I was looking at the. So recently, my company also got a hire. There's find someone else that entered my field, right? I'm no longer the only person there, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You're not the only person in that department.
Yeah, right. So I was like, but I didn't know this person's name. I just know that there's another person with my credentials there, right? So I'm just looking at the wall of ID cards, right? You know, right? And I'm just going through the names, reading their names, you know, right? There's like Jim, Bob, Suzanne, you know, right? And I was like, there was a name that just stuck out. I was like, that says Jenny, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right, and I was just looking at this. I was like, man, man, that name is really, really out of. I was like, man, and I don't know whose name that is. It feels really weird, right? Because that's like this name does not fit like the rest of all these. It was a name that didn't fit with all these westernized names. I was like, whatever. I don't really care, right? So then, finally, last week, actually, my company decided to put me and the new recruit together, right, to help. Mm-hmm. Right, because I have to help train the person, right? And I look at that person's name card, you know, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was that person's name that was out.
Oh boy!
That was out. I was like, oh man, in my head I was thinking, man, boy, we'll be. I was like, man, who's?
Be careful you don't get replaced.
Yeah, you know, right? I was like, oh. Okay, so so now I feel like an idiot thinking that person's name was trying to figure who belonged to who, you know, right? Yeah. So when I was just training this person with that I was like, oh, okay, oh,
yep. Man, it's sometimes it's just that easy. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I wasn't expecting like that, you know, right? Look, I'm a progressive guy, you know. I like to think, like, look, you can name people wherever they want.
Yeah, you could, right, but there's sometimes it isn't that.
White people name their children differently than other white people, you know, right?
I mean, to be fair, there's also the just insane names like naming someone Absidy and it's ABCD.
Yeah, right? Stuff like that. But I felt kind of like a fool once I realized the name of my coworker, you know, right after that. After thinking that the other name I saw previously was not that, there's no way that's. I was thinking there's no way that person's name could belong to that person, but then I was proven wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't tell that person, you know, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
But hey, look, there's another person in my department now, and I have to train them, and you know, and I just tell them, hey, just do your job, and then we go home. That's it.
Yeah. Don't fuck this up for me. I've got a good thing going.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, right.